Good morning. Happy hotter than hell July 23rd, 2025. And they don't call it a movement disorder for no reason. I mentioned before that I had went for stem cells in November 2nd, I believe, of 2024. And ever since then, things have improved. Many things have improved. Some things have not. But I wanted to show you just a couple of videos of what it's not, what this movement disorder looks like for myself. Before the stem cells, I was falling every which way, left, right, forward, backwards. I was lightheaded. I blacked out many times. Fall hit my head. Um, all the other autonomic functions wouldn't have issues. Well, I'm really focusing on the movement at this point, and it's changed quite a bit. Now, remember, I've had a complete shoulder replacement surgery. Just actually this one right here, complete total reverse surgery done in end of February, beginning of March. So in two bouts of pneumonia, which is not good. So you know you have to take yourself away from these events and look from outside perspective and say, hey, I can't really judge myself on MSA during the pneumonia or surgery because anesthesia, pain pills, surgery, it affects you in a different way. But I do have other things I wanted to show you, and I'm going to pop them up here on the screen. The biggest issue I have now, as I expressed to my neurologist team, movement disorder neurologist team down in Indianapolis, is not that I'm just falling; it's that I'm falling into what I just did. So if I close the door, so I'm exiting the house, I close the door behind me, and I immediately fall into the door that I just closed. If I put something on the table to the right, I fall to my right. Or if I put something on, on the refrigerator to my left, I fall into refrigerator to the left. So it's changed quite a bit, and with MSA, you have to learn how to adapt to your falling so that you don't fall, if that makes sense. So let me show you a clip here of something that two clips here right away, and I turned off the audio so we don't get copyright issues here. Window will be this one, Live 360. There we go. So here is literally me mowing the grass. Yes, I still mow the grass. I still do things that are hot and sweaty and make you, if you sweat, you lose weight. It's easiest way to lose weight. I also mow the grass because it keeps me walking and helps exercise my arms and my legs. So normally with this type of mowing the grass in the heat, I would actually, you know, pass out or start to black out at many points during this time. And thankfully, I didn't really have any issues with, you know, blood pressure for passing out or anything until the very now if you, until the very end. So if you actually watch me walk, after I get done with this, I'm actually doing okay. You can see I'm leaning forward. I'm using the lawnmower as a crutch, as a walker, if you want to say that, as a walking aid. Only thing that's not helping is it's not helping my shoulder that I just had surgery with. But I do pretty good. I get the whole thing done, and the only time I have an issue is it's hot. I get most of the grass done all the way up until so right here. I turn a corner. It's still hard to turn corners, by the way. That's the first time I start to black out. I didn't fall. but I'm losing my vision. Then I'm going to come all the way up down here. I believe my eldest daughter is comes to the front door to make sure I'm okay. Ice water and stuff like that. And I believe it's here where our next trip. You can see me struggling to walk at this point, right? I'm worn out. I'm farther down on the lawnmower. I am struggling. I'm about to lose my balance on this lawnmower. And here I stop and I'm blacking out. Again, I don't fall. My my blacking out, my loss of vision is usually no more than 5 or 10 seconds. I recoup it very fast, which is good, but it can also be bad, right? So I still finish the grass, do everything okay, we're fine. Same thing with turning the corner again. You can see my walking is very reliant on the lawnmower not tipping over, and that's a self-propelled lawnmower. So I am so struggling to walk. If you look, my kneecaps, my legs are not keeping up with my body or the speed of the lawnmower. I am falling way behind. My chest is way farther ahead than my knees. And that's normally not how it happens, right? I'm taking a wide angle turn. That's not normal. Pressing again because turning the blacking out. And this is just recently. I can't remember what day this is from. I don't have it on my video stream, but this is after the surgery took a lot of the stem cells away from me. Really took a shot to the body. Um, the other video is in Las Vegas, where this is something I would never really be able to do. So when we talk about stem cells, walking in a crowd with all this music and stimulus, lights, in between people, this is just something I would never really be able to do. My wife would have to come rescue me, right? And she would have to guide me with her hand. And here we are. There's in front of me dancing some very good Spanish music. I'm not sure what type it was, but it caught her attention for sure. So, this is one of those parts where I would never be able to do this in real life if it wasn't for those stem cells. This is the same thing with a trip to Texas to see Daisy and Sarah. It's something I would not be able to do. My body can't function with all this stimulus, the flashing lights, the music, the bass hitting your body, walking in between people walking, in front of you, behind you, things like that. So, it's one of those things where you just have to understand what you can and cannot do. We also have a couple more videos I showed here. Now this one, double clicking is very hard. So this one is very short, but you can hear. It was recently too. This is May 5th. I am back to sliding my feet. Okay, because before that, after the stem cells, this is in Texas. Texas was just a couple months ago after stem cells, but before pneumonia and surgery. You can see my feet are lifting up. I'm not sliding them. I mean, you can't even hear them. So I wear running shoes for a reason. Certain Nike ones. So I'm able to walk perfectly fine. Yeah, this is the cavern. I don't think this is downtown San Antonio. I have that in the video too. great walking, very strong, very sturdy. Again, that was before the surgeries and pneumonia that took a little bit out of me. Now, what's normal life like? Well,
This was after being
with stem
200
cells,
feet
I was able to,
below ground
don't know
and
my
coming back
garage
up.
where it's a mess. I'm able to come out and walk down the stairs with my phone, and my legs are still very strong. They're having a little issues keeping up because I'm distracted. With MSA, you can't really do two things at one time. You definitely can't do three things like walking, phone, and typing. So it takes a second for your body to do. Like, it's illegal to text and drive, right? But I've tried it before, and I give up on it because I can't maintain my lane while driving or anything. I can't even type while driving. So thankfully, Android Play or Android Auto or CarPlay is there to help out, especially if you're people like us. If you're still driving and or even in the passenger seat, definitely take advantage of Android Auto and CarPlay to use your voice to search for things or send messages. Here goes an average day of me getting home, seeing a package, and you know, again, I'm falling into the direction I'm going. I'm going right. I fall to my right. This is how it works now with MSA with me. No longer do I have to worry about falling on all four sides, front, back, left, right. Getting into the house is very hard. Look at this. I'm trying my best to position my body so I can push the door, hold it, because the door is pushing me. I've lost my strength, right? And that's a good example of what the new symptoms of MSA is affecting me. Is I lean, I fall to the direction I'm going, whether I'm closing the door or opening the door, the package, anything like that. This is one where I see my youngest daughter coming down the stairs at the last second out of the corner of my eye, and my mind says, stay to the right.
Hello.
Not go right, just stay to the right of the concrete here. So when she opens the door, she's going to come out, and I'm going to go in. But here's what happens with MSA. Again, I'm going right. My body is saying to go right, and I fall right. That's my daughter. I said, you didn't see that, did you? She's like, no. But that's what I'm talking about with MSA. It is changed now to where whatever direction I'm going, I fall that way. Whether it's my mind telling me to go right, or in this case, my daughter in the door would be in the way. So it's very unusual, and it's hard to predict it. But it's almost every time I turn. This was just a couple of days ago, where my daughter was mowing to help. She mowed the front in the backyard grass. Did a very good job, actually. It takes a little bit of practice to learn how to mow a yard properly without missing. So I'm gonna come over here with a floaty. I'm asking if she needs some help. Yeah, I was rinsed off the floaty anyway, but I'm going to walk over the line. We have an extension cord right there for the pool filter, and I go to walk and trip with my left foot, still maintaining my balance though. But with foot drop, your legs don't go that high up, and walking backwards with MSA probably is not a good idea to begin with. um, Here goes pretty recently me getting out of my SUV. I'm not sure if I can zoom on Windows Media Player, but I pretty much slide out of my SUV at this point when I do drive. Getting out is terribly hard. This one is not so bad. You see me falling backwards, right? Left, right, backwards. Again, it's the same thing. I'm pushing closing my door with my elbow to the right, and like a circular motion. And if you watch, I actually start to fall in a sort of circular motion from right to backwards, right and back. And MSA has completely changed how I actually do things. You see it, my chest and stomach is in front of my legs. So again, I'm struggling to walk here, but I'm still able to maintain. And again, I wear these riding shoes for a reason, so I get a lot of flexibility. Don't have too much issue with the front door in that one. Um, I think that was all I was going to show. So, again, just to summarize, MSA changes in many different ways, just like my voice, my lungs, walking, kneecaps. I mean, it's going to keep changing, and you have to change with it. Right? You either go with the tide of the ocean, or you don't. You go against it. And MSA, we don't want to go against it. So an old cat has to learn new skills, and this is why I keep trying to do my best. My I should share my summary report of my last visit to IU Health, where I basically told them I'm not going to take a walker or a wheelchair because I would view myself as a failure and a wimp, because I can still walk. I can still do things. I can do anything, but some things might get me hurt more than others. Right? It doesn't mean you're a wimp or you're a coward or you're afraid. It just means that I'm willing to take those risks. I'm willing to fall down and hurt myself at the risk of pushing myself beyond the limits. Because if you do not try to do these things, you suffer very much more quickly. I'm making the video right now because I have to exercise my lungs, my vocal cords. Once my other vocal cord gets paralyzed, I'm not speaking anymore, and things get way more complicated. So not only am I making videos to help educate and show from my perspective, my routines, my advice, my suggestions, but also doing it for me, because you can only talk to yourself so much during the day before your kids are on summer break and start to wonder who you're talking to. So you know, not all is bad. I am going this Thursday night, Friday morning, flying into Mexico for a second round of stem cells, and I'm going to document that a lot more this visit. So I'll be gone for I think we're gone for about 10 or 11 days to get to the whole treatment. We're going to go see family for 2 or 3 days over in Morelia. But still, we'll be back. Have a bunch of kids, bunch of family. It's going to be very nice. But again, I'm going to keep showing videos like this and even education from new and upcoming treatments. Um, So movement disorders, it's called that for a reason, but it's ever changing, right? You adapt to one thing and something else fails. You do this, something else fails. You do that, something else fails. Keep trying, keep pushing, do your best. And like me, if you want to, we can be strong. We can be this MSA strong. It might hurt sometimes, literally, but it's for our own good, our own longevity, to continue to, fight that fine fight that is out there, good versus evil. And here we are. Every doctor and PT, everyone knows that I'm not giving in, and I'm willing to, suffer the consequences of my actions. And that's what we have to be ready to do. Otherwise, giving in is just not in the cards for me and many of you. So again, I'll keep posting videos, especially this week in Mexico with themselves. I appreciate you. I enjoy all the comments and feedback. And again, so just don't be strong, be immensely strong, and I'll see you again in the next video. Until then, I'll see you.